look at this. A glass of water. I'm so thirsty I could drink yak urine.
Don't want to drink me.
Oh, what's this? It's alive.
Yes. Please don't drink me.
Oh, I can't drink you if you're alive. Well, what can I do with you then?
You can leave me in the cup.
Well, why would I do that? I need something.
I'll share with you all the goodies that I get.
Oh, great. So I just have to leave you in the cup and I'll get all the goodies?
Yes.
Well, what happens if I burn you?
You might get lucky.
Hello and welcome to Caesar Snack Sandwich. Today we're on Phantom Opera taking a look at Liquid Driver. But before I get into Liquid Driver, I would like to thank Cream Finance for sponsoring this video and all of my videos on my channel. They're a great place for you to lend or borrow your cryptocurrency. And remember that Iron Bank is also a branch of Cream Finance. Okay, so over to Liquid Driver. Liquid Driver is a very unique product on Phantom. It does something that I've never really seen any other products do. And what it does is it partners with other DEXs and tries to incentivize people to provide liquidity on those DEXs. So right now it's currently partnered with Spirit Swap, Spooky Swap, and Waka Swap. So it's going to reward people or incentivize people with their own token to put liquidity on those other platforms. That's very special and very unique, and I think it's worth talking about. Now, Liquidity Driver has been on Phantom since almost the beginning. I remember them a long time ago, and they were incentivizing Sushi Swap at that time. Now, they've changed their model to partner with these other native Phantom protocols, and I like what they're doing here, and it's pretty interesting. So let's go into the different tabs here and talk about each one, and I'll try to make it quick and easy, but we'll see how long it takes. So first one we're going to go to is farms. So when you come into the farms, you'll see a handful of different liquidity farms that they have here. Now each of these partners has a different unique goal that they're trying to achieve with this. Like it might be to boost TVL, it might be to focus on individual specific LPs, like we need more liquidity in this one, so they're going to ask Liquidity Driver to provide incentives for this. So let's just take a look at this one here, FTM FUSDT. So if I wanted to take advantage of this opportunity, I would go to Spirit Swap. So I could click here, provide liquidity. I go to Spirit Swap and I provide liquidity in the form of FTM and FUSDT into Spirit Swap. And I get my LP token and I come back here and then I approve and I deposit it inside here. And then as you can see here, there's an APR in LQDR. So that's Liquid Driver tokens of 118%. So I'm going to get 118% on the value of my liquidity pool token that I stick in here in Liquidity Driver tokens. It also shows here that the trading fee of this particular liquidity pool. If you go through here, you'll notice that there's no deposit fee anymore. In the past, there used to be a deposit fee, but this deposit fee was removed, I guess. And they just left it here to show you that it is gone now. So basically, that's it. So you provide liquidity here, you get Liquid Driver tokens and trading fees for this particular pool, right? Now, why wouldn't you just provide liquidity on Spirit Swap? Now, that's where this X Liquidity Driver token comes in. So let's swing over to X Liquidity Driver. And that's here. So you would stake your liquidity driver tokens into this platform here, and you're going to get a share of these rewards. Now, this is each epoch is a week long, if I'm not mistaken. So each week they're going to give out all of the rewards that you are eligible for. So how does this work? So try to think of it this way. These farms, right? People put their tokens in these farms, right? They put their LP tokens in these farms. And then Liquid Driver takes that LP and actually sticks it in the farms on the respective DEX. So this one here, they would put it into Spirit Swap, and then the liquidity pool and Liquid Driver is now eligible for the Spirit rewards from Spirit Swap. So then they gather those up every week and they give them to the people who staked Liquidity Driver tokens and got X Liquidity Driver tokens. Now, when you stake, as you can see, I've staked some Liquidity Driver tokens here, and I have this many X Liquidity Driver tokens. Now, why are these numbers so different? It's because it runs on the same system as VECRV, the curve system, where you stake it for a different time frame and you get a better share of the tokens. So I believe if you stake it for 2 years, you're going to get 1-to-1, but then your Liquidity Driver tokens are locked for 2 years and you won't see them again for another 2 years. I think I did 2 months, and it just was because I'm just testing it. So let's go over to the docs and I want to show you a few things, okay? So the first key thing is your X Liquidity Driver tokens decrease linearly. So every second or every minute or whatever, you get less and less and less and less and less until your time period is over. When you get to the final day of your time period, then your X Liquidity Driver tokens will be 0 and you will be able to pull out your Liquidity Driver tokens. Now the other thing is there's only one locking schedule. So you can only lock for one of those time periods. So let's go back here. So if I choose one of these, I can only lock for one of these time periods. I can't lock a batch for 1 year, lock another batch for 2 months. However, I could use a different wallet, and then that would solve that problem completely, right? So every X Liquidity token is going to get its equal share of this pot here, these rewards that they're collecting and giving out. However, how they distinguish some people from other people is based on, how many of these tokens you got by locking it for that amount of time. So another option to do with your Liquidity Driver tokens instead of selling them is to use the lottery. So here is the lottery. And basically, it's quite simple. You choose 4 numbers. You get 4 numbers. Maybe you choose, maybe you don't choose. I haven't done this yet. And then you can get a chance of the winnings. So let's go over to the Liquid Lottery here. So you would choose, there's a number. You're going to get a ticket with a number with numbers that are between 0 and 14. You have to match them exactly the same. So, 12, 5, 12, 0. It has to be exact, and then you get the jackpot. And here is the how much people are going to get. So you match all 4, you get 40% of the pot. You match 3, you get 20% of the pot. You match 2, you get 10% of the pot. Now that's assuming you're the only winner, right? If there are 3 people winning, then you split it, right? And then another 30% of that pot is just burned so that they can burn some of the Liquidity Driver tokens. So that's pretty much it. That's all you really need to know. There's a bridge and you can click through here. You can do a little more research. You can check out their Discord and so forth, and try to find out more from them. Go to their Telegram, their Discord, ask more questions if you do so, and read the docs, and you'll understand a lot more. However, I think I covered it well enough, and thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.